हेलो एवरीवन, मैं हूं अंकित शर्मा और आप देख रहे हैं भारत ईवी टॉक्स। ये हमारा दूसरा एपिसोड है और हम यहाँ पर आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं मिस्टर शुभम मिश्रा जी को, हु इज द को-फाउंडर ऑफ ओके टेक्नोलॉजीज एंड द इन्वेंटर ऑफ बैटरी ओके, जो ग्लोबल मार्केट में, सिर्फ इंडियन मार्केट में नहीं, ग्लोबल मार्केट में अपनी पहचान बना रहा है। तो वेलकम शुभम जी।
Thanks a lot, Ankit ji, and it's pleasure to be here.
So let's start with the very first thing, that what is the significance of this particular product battery okay डॉक्टर ईवी जो आपका जो प्रोडक्ट है, इसकी जरूरत क्यों है मार्केट में, ये किस तरीके से काम कर रहा है? प्लीज लेट अस नो अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट व्हिच यू हैव डेवलप्ड नॉट जस्ट फॉर इंडिया बट ग्लोबल ईवी मार्केट।
Sure, Ankit, sure. So we started off with e-bikes in 2019, where we were building normal e-bikes and we were catering to small OEMs, small dealers and distributors across India. And at that point, I was meeting EV dealers and distributors across India. During that journey, I found out that near Ahmedabad there is a city called Gandhinagar. It is in fact capital of Gujarat, right? So I went there and I saw one EV dealer who was testing batteries by his bare hands. Okay, so उन्होंने अपना हाथ लगा दिया था बैटरी पे, and if the battery is hot, then the battery is bad. This was his hypothesis, and that was being followed across India. Okay, so I found that people are not using any specific tool or any diagnostic tool for getting the battery test done, whereas for lead acid batteries they have machines. Okay, but for lithium ion batteries they are simply using bare hands for checking the batteries. So we dived deeper into that and we found out that let's dive more into the tech part of it. We understood the science behind it, why people are using that way for testing batteries, what alternatives which are available in the market, why they are not using that, and what parameters they are seeking or what insights they are seeking. Then we made this product called EV Doctor. We have the patent, we have the trademark, we have everything. It is totally an indigenous technology, and in fact, it is the world's fastest battery testing technology right now, that is owned by India. And in parallel with that, now coming to the significance of it. So, any EV or battery stakeholder can directly use it for getting the battery test done whenever and wherever required. It is 10x faster, it is 3x cheaper, and it is 5x more efficient than the existing ones. So it becomes an obvious choice for any EV business or battery business for using a portable solution like EV Doctor for getting the test done, which is able to provide any parameter related to health, safety, and the faults which are inside the battery pack.
It's really great, and because I know that this particular product is, getting its name on the global market. So, जो हमारा concept है, the Make in India, and the second concept which we have, which is Vasudev Kutumbakam. You combine both of them. So you develop a technology which is made in India, and then which is for global use. So congratulations on that. Can you take us through the journey of it, like journey of this particular technology, how it was developed? I mean, you shared the inception point, कि कहाँ से आपको thought आया, what was the inception point? But any technology which is being developed, it required a good team, and we know you have a very great team. And we have been following your LinkedIn post. We have seen your testing, what all you have done. Can you take us through that particular journey about how you met your founders and how you come up with everything, and how this particular product was developed?
Okay. So I met my co-founder Ajay Vasist during one of the GATE classes. Okay, so we were preparing for GATE and we thought of doing masters in some prestigious institute. So I met Ajay Vasist, who is the co-founder now, and he is heading the technical part. He is the CTO now. He did his masters from Nirma University in instrumentation and control, and then he was selected as a hardware engineer in DRDO. So he learnt about missiles, the science behind the missiles, and the communication that goes into it. But in parallel with that, he was like seeking a path where he can build his own stuff. Okay, where he can enjoy his freedom and where he can really contribute to the free world in whatever manner he can. So we got in touch with each other, and I proposed this idea that let's build this, and he was quite resonated with the idea and the problem that we are trying to solve. And till date, we have avoided around 50,000 plus batteries from getting fire or from getting any hazardous condition. Now, talking more about the journey, when I met him, I told him that this is the problem that we are trying to solve. We were not sure about the form factor of it. Okay, so we didn't know what to do next. Okay, so we built a small electronic circuit where we were simply calculating the capacity out of it. Okay, so the existing machines, they are called CDC machines. You have to charge the battery, discharge the battery, and then you are getting the capacity out of it. And it takes around 7 to 8 hours minimum. You have to put a guy there for getting the readings right, for getting the parameters right, for multiplying the values, and for getting the final parameters right. So even after sitting there for 7 to 8 hours, you are getting voltage and capacity only. So we built an improved version of CDC first. Then we identified that this is not enough. Obviously, this will go as an alternative to CDC, as a cheap alternative to CDC, but we are not providing enough value to the customer, right? So let's dive deep into that and let's try to really solve the problem which they are facing. First problem was that people are not knowing the real health of the battery. Many manufacturers, many stakeholders rely on smart BMS, right? But who knows where the smart BMS is coming from, who is altering those algorithms, who is altering those functions, and how that smart BMS is enough. When you are buying anything for your home, you are checking whether it is ISI marked or BIS marked or anything like that, but you are not checking the smart BMS inside your battery because you don't have the access to it, right? So we
Correct.
thought of enabling a transparency, democratization of battery parameters. Okay, so a third party test can be done. And in that way, we dived more into the battery science of it. So I got in touch with Judy Jivarajan ma'am. She was heading the battery safety division in NASA. Then she joined Underwriters Laboratory as a senior director there, and right now she is continuing that. So she helped us in carving the right knowledge and the right science and the right technology behind the batteries. So she told us that you need to work more on the battery science part. You need to learn more about the chemistries and the parameters that are directly affecting the health and safety of the battery. So we started going through various books, and most of them were parts of the Nobel laureates only. So they have written some books, and we have gone through that. We have also found some good writers who are writing good battery research papers from Nature, from IEEE, from Science Direct, and all, so that we can refine whatever knowledge we have. Then we partnered up with IIT Gandhinagar for conducting thermal runaway tests. So in India, no one did the thermal runaway test in 2000 till 2020. Okay, everyone was just like making battery packs and selling stuff, and they were focusing on that. But we found out that these issues might happen soon. Okay, and in 2021 and 22, you have seen many EV fires and many viral videos
Of course, of course,
which were there,
of course.
right? So we collaborated with IIT Gandhinagar there, with Center for Safety in Engineering. We conducted thermal runaway tests for 30 plus batteries. We got some real blood, sweat, and tears there. Okay, and I have seen myself and my team suffering from that. So obviously, any good product needs sacrifice. So we did that, and we knew that this is a good problem to solve. Even though if I am I'm not focusing on money or any specific stuff related to transaction, we can build this product so that we can be a good example for the society, right? So we collaborated with IIT Gandhinagar, and in fact our device is taught there in their curriculum right now.
That's really great.
Yeah,
That's really great.
then we
Uh,
started partnering up with OEMs and we did pilots, and right now we have 100 plus OEMs as partners, and we have catered 1,000 plus devices across India and globe.
that's really great. That's really great, and it's really need of our because as you mentioned, in the last let's just say 20-24 months, we have seen a lot of fire incident in vehicle, and the vehicle is costly. I mean, it's not easy. It's not buying a cake. It's costly. People invest a lot of money in that, and that getting burned is very. very dangerous for their safety, and of course, it's very hurtful as well.
Correct.
So that's where EV doctor is very very helpful. As you mentioned that you have collaborated with multiple OEMs, and see these kind of battery testing is done by either battery manufacturers or their dealer
Hmm.
distributors. They use a lot of bigger machines, which is very very costly, and that's where your products come in because it's cheaper, it's easy, it's convenient, and it's faster as well, as you mentioned. So, can you tell us what sort of new business opportunities this particular EV doctor has, opened up? From a point of view of, let's just say, I want to start a battery diagnostic service center. Previously, I would have gone with some bigger machine, which have costed me a lot. Maybe in that particular cost, I can get multiple your products. So, is it opening any kind of a business opportunity?
Yeah, yeah, got it. So initially we provided it to OEMs where they were using it in for inward QC and R&D purposes. They were benchmarking it their products against the parameters that we provided. Then we found out that this is more of a dealer or service center kind of thing, where if anybody is coming for any type of battery issue or EV issue, at that point they can do the primary diagnostics using EV doctor, and as per that they can take actionable insights and results from it. So I'll share one anecdote here where I went to a dealer place in Udaipur. So we were roaming here and there for a different purpose, and there I found out that one dealer whom like I recalled his name. Okay, that name was written on his dealer shop, and I saw one standee there. They have written that you can get your battery checked at 100 rupees only. Okay. And
Oh,
then I remembered that we have provided few units to this guy, and right now he's making some good business out of it, and that created a eureka moment for us. Okay, obviously this is we need to create win-win situation for all, and I was fascinated to see that. And then I like recommended all the EV dealers we are connected with that you can do the same, so that it will create win-win for OEMs because they'll make sure that the customer complaints are reduced. It will help dealers also to get some extra revenues because many EV dealers are dying and OEMs don't care about it. Okay, which I have seen personally. They have lost fortunes, and they some of the like people have got divorced, some got their properties fetched from the bank by the bank. So I have seen the pains of the EV dealers and distributors. So that will create a good win-win for EV dealers and distributors, and for customers obviously, because if there are any issues with the lithium batteries are in the negative sense, it's a grenade. Okay, it's a hand
of course,
grenade which we are using on daily basis. In fact, the devices that this device where we are recording this podcast from, it is also lithium powered, right? So if
of
it is
course,
not controlled well, it will be disastrous for both of us. So we are making
exactly.
sure that the transparency is maintained and it creates a good win-win for all.
I mean, I would like to inform you that we have received, as a All India EV, as a media platform, we have received mail from various people who are using EV Doctor, and they have shared their insight. And I mean, we don't know them. I have personally received mail of various people that they have started using your product, and that has helped them in their business as well. So really, it really appreciating, and it's really great to get to know what how this product is creating a change in the market. And as you mentioned, of course, lithium is a grenade, but I would say it's more of a landmine as well because if you have to sit on it.
Mhm.
Um, Coming from the market point of view, like I would like to understand how would you know what's the response of the market, not just the Indian market but the global market, because your product has a global outreach. It is exported to the various countries as well. So what's happening here, and what we can expect from the global market to the EV doctor in the next coming 4 5 years, or maybe this financial year.
Okay. So electric two-wheeler market is more concentrated on the Asia Pacific side. And if you focus more on the Indian perspective, then southern side two wheeler electric two wheelers are dominating, and in northern side electric three wheelers are dominating. Okay,
Hmm.
but on the global perspective, America, Africa, and Europe, their EVs are growing. The numbers might change on the side of two wheeler, three wheeler, or four wheelers. Mainly, they are dominated
Hmm.
by four wheelers. But right now, in some cases, in fleets, in micro mobilities, they are using two wheelers as well. So in Mexico, recently we supplied some units. We supplied some units to South Korea as well, where they were using EV Doctor as a benchmark for testing their batteries, which were coming after the repurposing, after the first cycle. Okay, so once first cycle is completed, they were benchmarking it using an Indian technology. Okay, so that was a proud moment for
Really
us,
great.
uh, and we also gave them extra discount because I want higher acceptance from them towards Indian technologies. Okay, so this is not just for us. Suppose a small Shubham or a small Ankit is starting his business tomorrow, then he should face uh, lesser number of problems for getting it outreached, right? So that's where the intention was, and the acceptance from global market is amazing. As we go forward, as we have more EVs on the road, uh, they can come from China, they can come from India, they can come from Taiwan, but whenever the batteries are at risk, they'll directly ask for the obvious option, and that is EV Doctor.
That's really great. I mean, you're not just creating a product which has a global outage, but you're also, creating a roadmap by offering the initial discount, maybe that would have some sort of a, issues. I don't want to go into that, but that's your business part. But in this particular way, you are creating a path for other Indian manufacturers. Maybe someone tomorrow will create a product, and that take will be acceptable in those market and in those countries as well, because you are creating that particular bridge by offering those kind of subsidy, or I mean, discount which you are offering. How it will impact your business, that's your call. I'm not going into that, but it's really amazing to see that there is a person out there who is not just talking about the profits, who's not just talking about the product, who's not just talking about the fame, but also creating a bridge between a market which still now uh, has not accepted the Indian tech yet. And we all know that in India, there are very few hardware manufacturers, hardware developers. It's something which has not been tapped yet. It has started coming up with the EV market. So it's really amazing work which you are doing, and it's really great to know personally that I know someone who is doing that. So it's really amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. So your EV Doctor is a product of your company, which is OK Technologies.
Yeah,
What we can expect more, I mean, what new we can expect from OK Technologies in upcoming time, maybe down the line, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I mean, I don't think EV Doctor is going to be a final product. You must be working on various other things, or there should be some pipeline. If you can share something with us, that would be really great.
yeah, definitely. So, first of all, the like with the name of Battery OK Technologies, we thought of building all the technologies which will make batteries better. Okay. Then we found out that let's make energy tech better. So with EV
Hmm.
Doctor, we are getting the battery okay, but as we move further, we have to make sure that the energy is right. Okay. So EV Doctor is limited to EV applications only. We are coming up with newer versions of EV Doctor where you can directly utilize the same technology for different applications. Like for drones, you can use a drone doctor. For ESS applications, you can use energy doctor. For wind energy, you will be having some separate kind of doctor. So for every electronic device which is having a battery inside it, you will be having a doctor. Okay, that is a third
That's really great.
party device that will tell you the truth irrespective of whatever manufacturer you are following. So that is the number one
Great.
plan that we are following, so that every device on earth which is having a battery will not have any battery issue, and the target is one day we'll be selling none of these devices, and at that point we will be successful, because at that point all the batteries will be okay, right? So
That's
that is our thing.
really
And
that's really great.
in parallel with that, we are working on the software version of it, so that every EVs on earth will be having a cluster or a dashboard. At that, there itself they can see what the status of battery is. So right now you are seeing the SOC only, the percentage of the battery and everything, but soon you will be able to see the health and all the crucial parameters which are helpful for your battery, so that you can get maximum out of it, not just on hourly basis, but for the replacement part also. Suppose you are replacing your battery in 3 years, you will be replacing your battery in 5 years, so it will
That's
get maximum out of it.
That's really great. That's really amazing to know. I mean, you said that one day you want to reach to you want the industry to reach to a place where one day you don't have to sell EV doctor. That's a very bold statement. I mean, it can only come from someone who has a vision. And knowing you, it's really, you know, I'm very happy that I know a person who has a vision. That's really great. And you know it's by getting to know about your product not just on social media but getting response from the market. I'm also very happy with this particular product. I would love to see more and more people using this product. By the way, this product is also available on All India EV, so if you want to check it out you can check it out. And that was it, our second episode with Shubham Mishra ji, who is the developer of EV Doctor, which is a need of ours. Thank you, Swamji, for giving your time and sharing these insights with us. And all the best for your future.
Thanks a lot, Ankit ji, and I would recommend all the audience who is listening to this, that you should appreciate the content Ankit is building and his team is building. You should also respect the intent behind it, the vision behind it, and uh, the like overall objective they are trying to achieve, to increase the awareness of EV industry, and this will directly impact all the knowledge, all the insights that stakeholders are getting. So thanks a lot, Ankit, and congratulations for your team to grow better and better day by day. Thanks a lot.